at Artistic Jewelers. The video you're about to watch is sponsored by Artistic Jewelers, so stay tuned for the ad and see what we have in store for you. Bye! Artistic Jewelers, the name says it all. Step into our store and experience our family's dedication to technique, detail, quality, and bringing your ideas to life. Known for our custom creations and our beautiful works of art. Pieces that will last a lifetime. Not just jewelry, but masterpieces. Artistic Jewelers is not your average jewelry company by any means. We are here to set you apart from the rest. We can't wait to see you and help you design your creation. Or pick one of our uniquely designed and carefully crafted works of art from our jewelry designers and gemologists. Check us out at www.artisticvi.com or visit us right in the heart of Main Street in St. Thomas. Welcome back to Moments with Island Sweetheart. So today we have tonight. It's nighttime. Whenever you watch this. Yeah, after dark talks. We're doing something a little bit different. This is something we've been talking about doing on the channel. We're doing warrior conversations. It is not an interview. It's going to be a bunch of topics. We have my good friend Buddha here. I'm trying to hold all the papers. So this is our calabash friend. He's our spiritual little guru, and he's good luck. And we put a bunch of different topics inside. We all wrote different ones. We didn't see our papers, so we don't know what's going to be pulled. You are so excused. And what's there and what we're going to talk about. There's no rehearsal. Yeah. It's literally just our raw opinions. Yeah. And you know, we'd like to hear yours as well, and we'll do more of these. So if you guys don't know, this is the MWIS team. We have Tropic Media doing all of the media, and we have, to my right, probably my left on camera, Callie, Curly Poppin'. We're gonna have a whole segment about that. And then we have Sam to my left, the worldly, beautiful, traveling soul, and I mean that in a deeper level than what it is. But they are my wings to help me fly, all three of them, and my assistants, and just keeping me going. So they are real girls. We are all in our 20s, and we're gonna have some deep conversations. So first of all, we need to get a little bit of wine for this. You guys, no judgment here on how we open, but if you don't have an electric opener, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So we got Menage a Trois. There are three of us.
Beautiful.
Are you fancy, huh? No.
Yes, we are.
All right, we'll give that to you.
Thank you.
Who would like to do the honors?
You, ma'am.
Me?
Yes. We're here with Island
Sweetheart.
In your beautiful glasses. It's very special glasses.
Thank you. Yeah, special glasses. Actually, fun fact.
Yep.
You guys probably won't know this. These glasses were painted by my mom. Palm Trees, Island Sweetheart.
Yep.
And then we can pull this a little bit closer to you if you like, Kalia. And these coasters right here, which I'll show you right now, were given to me by Rick and Sherry. They were hand painted from Maine, no two are alike.
They're so, the colors are just
They're magical. They were made for this exact conversation. All right. So we're going to keep this close by because I have a feeling we might be needing more of it.
Okay.
All right, let me give you this.
Well, cheers, ladies. Here it goes.
Awesome.
Who
Cheers.
wants to start? Yeah, cheers,
Cheers.
to warrior conversation
Yes.
And the movement.
and the movement. Okay. Should I go first? Let's dive on in.
So, picking from the bowl.
From the bowl. I think we'll do 10. There's a whole bunch in here.
Buddha
See how it
bowl.
goes. This is the one. So the topic is, wow, this is crazy for the first one. Potential. I know you guys probably can't see that, but potential. What do we have to say about potential?
Potential. Potential in what? Are we talking people? Are we talking things?
Here's the first
Potential,
thing that comes
yes.
to my mind is that so many of us are getting in the way of our own potential. We blame 1,000 things, but we actually have the power to, you can change your life in 6 months. You can change your life in a day. And it's hard. We have habits. We're humans. It's the human flaw to have emotions and to connect to things, but we really are limitless. All of the things that we put on our mind and we think it's other people, we allow it. We can, in a way, distance ourselves or learn to shut it out by doing your positive affirmations.
I was going to say affirmation. That's what came to mind.
Yeah, writing down
Gratitude, journal.
gratitude.
Aspiration, affirmation.
Yeah, and I'm not shutting out, some of us live in negative homes, some of us work with negative people. But you can start by trying to surround yourself with more positive people. I've definitely rotated a few circles a few times, not because I don't love people, because I really do, but because sometimes people are only there for a purpose of your life, and sometimes they circle back around.
Yep. And it's also like your outlook and how you see people, right? Your attitude is what matters a lot. So, not necessarily about environment, the way you view your environment.
More success.
Yeah. You build on it, you don't know, we don't see ourselves in our own light. I think, everything I'm doing now is because people reminded me of who I already was. And they're like, well, you don't see yourself this way. And so I had to reframe my mind and get myself out of that positive box. I am capable of this. Yes. And not compare yourself to other people, because your potential is not to be compared.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In our own ways, even in our potential.
Even our potential.
Yeah.
Next question.
Let's do it. Okay.
Go for it, Sarah.
There we go. Diet. Ooh. See, this is what I was talking about before, a public health background. How do I start talking about this? Do I go with the opinion? Do I go with the public health? Do I go with public opinion? My opinion?
Whatever the first thing that comes to your head.
Give us your overall
When I think
feeling.
diet, the first thing that came to my brain was just okay, society views diet in a more negative way. If they're going on a diet, it's because they think of something about themselves as a negative something. So that's what I think should be abandoned, that view of diet.
Yeah, almost like the word should be changed.
Right, just the meaning or the interpretation behind the word.
Yeah, upgrade or change or trying something maybe a little bit different. Maybe it's more lifestyle, but people constantly think, oh, well, that's just an unhealthy person. Healthy people go on diets, and the word diet is always, I feel stuck to food.
Yeah.
And it's no, you could actually have a mental diet.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, you could have a emotional, energetical diet. People, I think people just were stuck in a mindset, and it's more ask people, talk about it, don't, assume.
Make the conversation and don't assume. I think never go into a situation with your own. You have to be very open and receptive to everybody in the room.
Totally.
So never assume. Don't assume backgrounds. Don't assume familial aspects. Don't assume friends. Everybody has their own situation.
What is the definition of diet? I don't know the proper. I just feel they're really I think of every time someone's I'm going on a diet. I actually met someone. I was doing an event, a charity event, and she said, I'm on a financial diet. And I was yeah. She's I'm on a financial diet with my church, and I'm not my church, I'm sorry, and I'm not buying anything that's not in the diet, that if I don't need it. You know, I love this pair of shoes, but she's like, right now I'm on a financial diet. I'm not buying new lipsticks. I'm just paying my bills, and I'm doing this for 3 months, and then I'll be off my financial diet. And I was like, gosh, I would never think to hear that term diet in financial, like,
Definitely.
I think we all could do some financial diets.
Yeah, seriously.
Overall diets, like I think nutrition, and that can mean anything, not just food. So how you nourish yourself and that gives us life.
Sip to that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
dude.
A wine diet.
Yeah, wine diet. I'm down with that. Cheers. So you're already in the wine diet.
Kalia, it's all you.
Yes. Alrighty, let's give it a little shuffle. Okay, guys. So. Okay, I got the number 4. Near-death experiences. Okay. So, I was in a relationship and it started to get toxic. And I graduated high school, and it was actually super happy times for me because I was accomplishing things, but the relationship was toxic. And we rented a car to celebrate, and we almost got in an accident. We got sideswiped because the person I was with decided to race in a way on the freeway. And we span all the way to the fast lane close to the wall, but stopped right at the wall. Yes. And
oh my God,
I was like
goosebumps.
laying down because it's like at the end of the night I was just letting her drive, and then I opened my eyes and see the wall. I'm like wow, my life could have been gone. I could have been gone like in no time.
Seriously.
So it's just like,
What do you take from that?
just being very specific in who you choose to deal with, and allowing yourself to, not be scared or be fearful, but also protect yourself, protect your energy, and just be safe and overall, for sure.
I've had quite a few near-death experiences. Thank you for sharing that, by the way, because
Yeah.
sometimes they really aren't easy to talk about. You almost relive a situation when you talk about it. Sometimes.
The emotions are.
Yeah, I've almost drowned. I remember, like, when I was little, my dad was telling my cousin, like, go get in that, and I was like, Daddy, I'll just do it. And I jumped in the water, and it had like a bunch of lead around it, and I was trying to come up, but they couldn't tell me splashing from like below, and I literally was like on my last millisecond of air, and I was just like, and I was like trying for so long, and like I couldn't. I just like let go, and all of a sudden I slowed to the top, and that somehow disappeared around me, and I was like, well, it really wasn't my time. And then I've been in a flipped car.
What?
Where, yeah, it was like the day after I was baptized or something crazy, and I chose to be baptized at like 11, and not that I'm in that whole religion now, I respect all, but I just remember like I was like, angels literally lifted the car. I didn't have a scratch on me. It just was a crazy experience with me and my dad. I've had so many, but it's like what you take from that.
Being so close to your creator, or just your overall life or death, like where are you in life when you experience near-the-death experiences, like within
It
yourself?
happened at that time for a reason.
Yeah.
And do you think that was to bring you back to be like, you're not living life right, or this is your like milestone for something, like you were supposed to have it and live, it was just to scare you, or was there a decision when you were so close to the end and your life flashed before your eyes?
Yeah. It's all about how you interpret it.
Yeah, and there's so many. I think
There's so many.
you feel the most alive when you do adrenaline things, so when you have a near-death experience, it's kind of like, well, I know what's really important to me right now, and maybe I did need that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm at so much.
Speaking of that, like, like the drug, like DMT, like it like
Like the
releases
drip?
that hormone,
Yeah.
that you get when you're just just about to die. Like
Yes.
it's DMT. That's why people. It's
That's like
a,
the tea, or
It's no, it's like it's grown naturally. I thought it was a type of mushroom, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm pretty sure it's like a brown liquid, something, but it
and it
whatever
feels like
you,
forever, but it's very quick.
and it's a very quick trip. I think the whole trip only lasts like what?
10 minutes.
Yeah, 5, 10,
But you
20
feel
minutes.
like it's forever.
But it feels like it's forever, and it releases that hormone, and it's like that's what people say. They
Like
they
a dream,
feel like they
the same
almost
one when you're
die.
dreaming, yeah.
They always say that, and then they come off the drug. They're like they feel like they
a lot of
die.
artists have done DMT. Like
Yeah,
and I'm not just saying like physical draw art. I mean just musical artists, people
The
who are
things
just
you can create
writers.
from that. See, you've experienced
There's something about it.
Yep.
Yeah, when you've gone through so much trauma and traumatic, like near the edge.
Near the edge.
That was a deep one.
Thank you. I suggested that one.
Yeah, right?
I can tell you, but I'm not to kill you.
Yeah. We'll keep it sacred.
All right. Life. How crazy is it that we had?
No
there's so
way.
many
That's
in here, guys. Like
Yeah.
that we just had near-death experiences, and we're like, you feel so alive when you're on the edge, and we get life.
More life. I always say, even when we're drinking, taking shots, I'm like, more life. Drink to more life. Drink to being enthusiastic about the life that you're living and the things that we're a part of, even when times of chaos, you know? Just,
Define life.
okay, life.
Like, why are you here?
Life is a balance. Life is a balance. Life is a purpose. Life is a purpose, absolutely. And just feeling that you belong, and not in society, but within yourself, and just within the world, and just what's your life? Like, what are you here for? Like, what are you living for? You know?
Someone told me that I live on purpose. I don't know if it was like a comment I read or written in a card or a text or something, but they told me I live on purpose, and it's kind of been with me lately. And I feel, having the near-death experience, you know, note, and now having the life, that getting this is really a reminder of, are you where you want to be? Are you on the right track? Because no matter what you believe, it's a belief, right? And we don't know if we only have one life to live or if we live multiple lives. It's a belief. Because if you remember, and some people say they do remember, but it's always going to be this, well, he say, she say battle. This is how we live in the world. But either you have one life to live or many. YOLO, right? That was so big, but now it's changed.
Right.
Or if it's long or short, it doesn't matter. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing right now in this moment for whatever is next in the afterlife. Because who knows, death is maybe really beautiful. You know, it's life and afterlife. This is a test, I feel. And
It's just another phase.
yeah. Right. Anything next on that topic? It's kind of such a broad one. It's hard to capture. There's so much.
Life is also your character, too, and how you...
Who you choose to be, because we really do have a
Who you
choice.
choose to be, because you do have free will, you do have a choice. And
People forget.
we're co-creating regardless. We're co-creating our life, you know, whether you want to be intuitive, you want to be spiritual, you want to be physical.
You can manifest
You can manifest
anything.
anything. Manifest yourself. So really that's what life's about, you know.
We have the power.
Perspective.
Yeah.
That's all you said.
Oh my god.
Yes, girl. It's gonna be a good one. I could feel it.
Oh man.
Okay, my intuition, I didn't even see it, but she said something about life, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but if it's what it is, I'd already predicted that it was gonna be sad, and like my chameleon intuition has been lit. Does it begin with a B?
No.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be too lit right now.
It's coming down.
Fainting. Fainting. Fainting.
I'm gonna let you take the reins. I'm gonna let you.
That's something I have not experienced. So that one is all y'all.
So, I've actually recently fainted, and it really scared the hell out of me to the point like I like cried after.
Yeah.
And I
insane.
fainted twice in my life that I remember. So I had to get some shots when I was little to go into school to kindergarten, and I literally like smacked the doctor. Like they had to put me in a chair, and they were taking blood, and when he let me out, I fainted, and they found out I was anemic. And I just remember them waving candy over my head, and my mom's yelling at these doctors, I don't know where you got your credentials. How could you make a 5-year-old faint? You're horrible. You should go back to school. You don't deserve this job. And I woke up, and they were just like, Candy, please wake up, little girl. So that's my only, I don't know where I went.
Go
I don't know.
mama.
Yeah, my mom was
Go
fierce,
mama.
yo. And then recently, Kalia was actually there. So
And
I
felt
know.
it. I've never fainted, but I felt it.
Yeah, it was so scary. We were at a funeral, and we were at the burial. Actually, I was fine for the whole funeral. I know, seriously. And man, I've been to so many funerals. And I've been, I've been pregnant and at my dad's funeral. Like, how could you, But this was a close friend, and he passed. We had just the last time we hung out with his birthday, and then we traveled and came back and found this bad news. And we're at the burial, and my friend is talking to me and blah 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 blah. And I was just like, yeah. And I was like, something came into my back, and I was like talking to him. And I was like, I remember saying, like, I feel like I need to take my shoes off, but because we were in like the burial grounds on the beach, and I was like, I just don't want to be disrespectful to the family. And you had already like laid out your towel. We were just kind of vibing. Everyone was like chilling, smoking. It was like a great vibe. And I was like, and my girl was like, just take your shoes off. And I was like, no, it's okay, it's okay. And she just kept talking. I'm like, there's something in my back, but it's not like pain. It's like something entered me. And they like had just released doves, and just so much was like happening. And I'm just standing there, and I'm just like, you guys, like, I'm just really feeling like anxiety, but it's not like normal anxiety. And like how long were we there? Probably like an hour total.
For the overall funeral?
For the burial.
For the burial?
Because it was hot, and we were wearing black.
It was about an hour. We were outside sitting and waiting for them to...
We weren't drinking, nothing crazy, And it was just like, I remember saying like, I gotta go back to the car. And we turned to run, and I just slowly start going backwards. I had my sunglasses on. I didn't want anyone to see me. And I just remember you guys trying to catch me, and I could not catch my grounding. Like, even though I was standing, I just couldn't catch my grounding. And they're like, Megan. And like, after that, I just remember waking up and being on the ground and just saying, get my shoes off. Yes, shoes off. And you got my shoes off.
Yes.
And then I immediately felt better as soon as my feet hit the grass.
Right,
like, maybe I really did need to be grounded. And
that's what I say.
everyone was trying to give me water. I couldn't even take the water. It was groundedness.
Yep.
So, crazy experience that. I'm sure there's something more, too, that I'm supposed to take from that, but...
We were so heightened on his birthday, too. We were just
so
celebrating.
He was such a lively spirit.
He was. And
everyone felt it. They were like, oh, that's, of course, like, I can't even. Yeah.
That's deep.
That is deep. Next topic.
Yeah.
Next topic this year. This whole
Yeah,
age of Aquarius is crazy.
All right, what do you have for
I'll
us?
drink after that.
All right, let's do a cheers, and let's just like take a
That
breath.
one's to Deli. Deli's
I
the
just
person
picked two on
who's
accident.
you know what? We're gonna
Just
open the
grab
two at the
two.
same
Do
time.
two
Maybe
at the
we're
same
gonna
time.
talk to about together.
Yes. More life.
We have to cherish every moment for real.
Yes. Okay, let's get them open. So we have home.
Home. What do you guys feel about home?
Home. What is home?
Home is
what
where
does
the
home
heart
mean?
is. Home is where the heart is. For
Yeah.
them.
Some people think it's a place, but I think home is found in security. And security is something that you have to walk with. Like we walk with security guards, or home is found in people and comforts. And so we have all the comforts at what we call home. But home really is a place deep within that you have to find sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our body is our home. Our vessel is our home. You
Yep.
know? So
Yeah. It's our temple.
it is.
That was a good one. Whoever
That was
put
a good
that
one.
in there.
I'm gonna take the credit.
Like,
Yeah.
People who travel, I know that they could just feel at home wherever they are. And like,
So
there's
that's
something
the
about
opposite that I've been feeling. I haven't
that. Really?
been trying to understand more of what home is, because I've been not home. Home is New York, but I haven't been home. So I'm just trying to figure out, okay, so what is home then?
Home is within
Because
you.
I've been not there for so long, so I guess it can't be that, right? It's got to be me.
What makes
Yeah.
you feel fulfilled and comfortable? I feel like
That's
that's
the definition.
Yeah,
for sure.
so figuring that out.
You're fine. This was
Yeah.
meant for you to.
Yeah, right.
That's so good that you put
Needed
that
to
in
talk
there.
this out because it was.
I feel like you're gonna find what home is, and you're never not gonna feel like home's not with you really soon.
Yeah.
So you have two.
Yeah, right? So I picked two. This one's a little more lighthearted, and we actually kind of had a conversation about this earlier, but Soka!
Okay, here's my theory, guys. Soka saves lives.
Yes.
Soka and home.
Yes.
I feel at home when Soka plays. They were supposed to go together.
Island yes.
Island gals.
Seriously.
It really doesn't matter where I go. You know,
Yeah.
I just put on Soka and
All you need is
feel
love
free.
in the beach, guys.
And Soka.
And Soka. Right.
With some love.
Yes.
Those are good.
They are.
All right.
High spirit sounds and frequencies, things that keep us dancing and moving and lively. Soka always, if you don't know what Soka is, go get a mixtape or
Google
any
it.
type of
YouTube
mix
it.
and just feel the vibe.
Just
I've
go
seen
to
a
a
lot of people
festival.
lately who don't know what Soka is. I'm like,
That's what we're saying.
it's a whole
Lifestyle.
religion.
It's a
A
life.
lifestyle.
It's a whole life.
It's a whole ingredient to life.
Yeah.
I just ripped it, and I lifted it right down the middle. So it is nature versus nurture, which is a big psychology topic, right down the middle.
Right down the middle.
So what do you feel? Do you feel like, guys, that we are who we are because of the environment we're raised in that's nurturing us? Or do you feel like it's how we're born and it's our DNA?
Wow.
No.
I think it's both.
Everything's a mix, but
Yeah.
I'll say
I'm a
this.
big, yeah.
I know friends and families who, like, their parents are single parents, they live with one parent, they've actually never met the other parent. And the parent has said, like, you walk or talk, but they've never met that person. So you do, I think it's both.
Yep.
But who's to say where the balance is? Like, you know, your hands may look like someone, or you may have characteristics of someone you never met, and then therefore a cousin. You know, you do DNA test. But I do believe we pick up mindsets and morals and values of the people in our village that we hang out with the most. And you can be raised one way, but it might change as you get older. Like, you can't, when you're in your 30s, blame something that when you were 9 years old, because you have the choice to do the shadow work and the healing.
And evolve.
You know, you can still say, like, sometimes this is troubling for me, but you can't be like, I'm a failure because this was my life. And no one's.
People nurture themselves through nature too, though.
That's profound.
They do. They do. You know, so it kind of blends and goes together, regardless. Yeah, for sure.
That's big.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
This wine's getting low.
Yeah.
To the bottom of the trunk
Why
of
am
that
I
tree.
the fastest one? That's rare. Red wine? I never drink red.
I know, was it a blend? It's okay,
Animals.
Animals.
I'm a new cat mom of 7.
Oh wow.
Okay.
No, you're not.
That's why I'm so happy about this.
Okay.
There's 7 strays that live outside our house, and now they're just mine. Like,
Do you believe that cats have 9 lives?
and yes, I do believe that. And I also, there's 7 is a lucky number, so I'm very happy about that. So-
Are they, like, related, or you just
So
find them
they're
one by
definitely,
one?
they all have to be related. They all have mixtures of each other. But there's some that are bigger than others. So I think there's like 2 grandparents, and then there's like 3 kittens. So I don't know. It's a whole spectrum.
I have a theory about animals. I don't know why, but I feel lately that you get to come into life as a human a few times, and when you come in as an animal, you're a spirit to guide something. So,
And cats are very spiritual. So
I
like how
believe
you
a
brought
lot
that
in
as the
cats.
first animal
Yep.
that you can.
That
Seriously. Yeah.
anything about animals?
Oh my.
Animals are profound within themselves. Like their nature,
They have
but
a nature.
Their
Each
nature,
one
but
has a
they're
different
still
nature.
like
So
Big
social
souls.
and yeah.
still like
Like how elephants are scared of rats or mice. Even though this elephant is this big giant creature.
right. They
There's
have their
something
own
about-
nature to them as well as humans. So
Dolphins are smarter than us.
yes, I love.
They use 20% of their brain.
I love animals.
Dun,
If you-
dun, dun.
If you're not good with people, go to an animal. Get a pet.
Go get a pet.
Dude.
Go go to the shelter
Cats.
and visit an animal. Spend some time. it's very healing, which is about what
Yep.
the whole movement
totally.
channel is about.
Absolutely.
Pet therapy is a thing
Pet
for a
therapy is a
reason.
thing.
I
Like,
actually
You
almost
don't
wrote
have to-
people, but I wrote animals instead. So
Yeah, sometimes they're better than
yeah.
I love a lot of you humans.
I love
I
it.
love kitties.
Yeah, right? Just love everything. Okay, approaching person of interest.
Okay, I actually got this one.
I remember this one.
What I mean is, like, we live in a different world today. When you're approaching girl to guy to girl, guy and guy, no judgment. Like, what is the right and wrong way? Because boundaries have really been pushed, and I feel like after all of us being locked, like, things have changed so much. Like, I literally, you were with me actually, we were out to the garden, like a group of us, and this guy just came, he was like, bed, no, I'm staying over there. And we were just like, through his mask, like, what? What? Like, that's just the,
You just kind of walk
if
up,
you
like,
approach me like that,
Yeah.
but I was already sitting there, I will smile at you and say, God bless you, and walk away with my
Right.
yeah. So how would you approach a person of interest?
That is an interesting topic, actually.
Yeah. Something when you're talking to now, just you're new, you're out in the social vibe, and boom, you're like, okay,
Right.
okay.
I mean, I will break it down to like compliments. Like, I love empowering other people, especially
Yeah, I'm
women.
just like that in general.
So it's like, even if I feel awkward, even if I feel like you are just in your own zone, or if I find you intriguing, I'm gonna compliment you.
Yeah.
You know? That's
Yeah.
just how
Okay.
I approach people.
Yeah.
Because they're
How
like,
do
you know
you-
what? Sometimes you don't notice certain things about yourself, so people
So
really
true.
appreciate that
Yeah.
kindness and
I
compliment.
always say it. If I think it, I always say it. Like, why shouldn't the person know
Know
this?
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I always say it.
How do you like to be approached? Because that's our love language, right? But we don't know if it's love yet. It's just like your comfortability, and people don't know because it can be intimidating because you absolutely don't know the other person.
Yeah, I don't even know. I like people that are really outgoing.
I just like them being themselves.
But yeah, it's just about
Like, don't
being
try to think
yourself.
about what I'm gonna like or not like,
Exactly.
but that's me, right? So everybody's different. And me, gosh, how do I approach people I like? Do I even approach them?
Yeah.
Right. I think I just like, I either stare or I really ignore them.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I really am just like, if you're meant to be with me, you're gonna walk over here.
Yes, I am that. Like, if it's meant to be, we're talking.
We're meant to be. It's gonna end up happening.
And-
And destiny got me.
Right.
Universe got me.
You're gonna
Yeah.
travel to
In my
me
circle.
without trying too
We were
hard.
supposed to talk.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works.
Yeah. Intense. Oh wait. Best travel experience. This is so hard.
You probably traveled more than me.
I've traveled a lot,
That's
but
probably good for you.
how do you choose a?
There's no best. They're all best. Like,
They're all different.
Yeah.
Different people, different places,
Everything
different times
has the
in your
charm.
life.
yeah.
Thailand
Different
was pretty
times of your
awesome. West Coast was awesome. East Coast.
People always say Cali with the vibes. It's just like, actually, vibes are everywhere. Doesn't matter where you
Oh.
go. Like, just travel wherever, you'll catch all different vibes. You'll
Yeah.
pick up what, needs to
It's
be
who you're
picked up.
with too. It's not where you are. It's who you're with.
It's who you're with.
I had an awesome birthday trip. It was an
Good.
awesome.
came back.
Yeah. I know people are tired of seeing it, but
No, we're not.
I'm just gonna keep sharing my memories until I get them on my phone and can clear out the pictures.
have to.
You have to. And my friends are like, everybody has pictures, Megan. So I get them. It's a little bit of inspiration. That was a good one.
It was.
All right, I pass you the Buddha.
Gracias. Let's see.
De nada.
Age of Aquarius, the golden age.
We're just looking at each other like, we've been talking about this a lot.
A
Yeah,
lot.
quite a bit today.
Yeah, well, we are in the age of Aquarius. Apparently, we're only like 2% in.
Right?
Well, dated to this video, whenever people watch this. It's the golden age. Aquarians are the humanitarians. As an Aquarius, I'm like super happy we're here. Like,
Yes.
Pisces are like about the structures and about the religions, about the building. Aquarius comes in, we're tearing all of that down. I love my Pisces, but we're tearing all of that down, and it's like no boundaries, no we're about unifications. I shouldn't say no boundaries. Like, you have to set boundaries. Be very careful, and, we gotta be careful with the words. But it really is a beautiful time. It's the modern age. It's the technology age. It's the hippie age. It's all the things I think that represent Aquarius. It's, the really kind age, the creative age. It's the age of uniqueness, but blending and acceptance. That's why more things are accepted right now. Do you guys feel a difference?
I do. Like the warm golden, the golden hour or the golden lighting comes around this time of year just due to Chinese, zodiac.
You read that whole astrology book the other day.
Exactly. And it happens in February. And it's the golden age, but that's when the golden hour and the lighting and just the overall vibe and experience kind of happens at the same time. I've noticed that. So yeah.
It is a great time to be alive. Like, I almost feel like we were sent here at this time, or we chose to be here at this time. Like,
I really believe in that.
Yeah, like it's gonna be the next 2,600 or 26,000 or whatever. Someone can comment and correct me, some astrologer, but it will be for the rest of our lives, and we just happen to be here during the change. So all this madness is happening, protesting, the civil rights. We almost went to civil war last year with people marching. We can't celebrate together, but we can. But then you saw videos of people holding hands, and they just met in the middle on the road, and it was just like, the chaos is happening, the 2020 vision is happening, so we can break all of those old stories about God. And I'm not talking about religion, I just say what people think of as a whole, and welcome in the new earth. That's why you keep hearing new earth.
A lot of acceptance.
That's going to be a whole video by itself, but we won't give it too much, but it really is.
It's a rebirth.
It's a rebirth.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're so lucky to that was another question I think I wanted to put somewhere in there. Like, do you think that we have each age for a reason? Like, we're supposed to go through it? Like, if we do come back here multiple times, we have multiple signs in our chart. Like, there's a reason each thing is happening at a certain time.
Yep.
Right. Yep. Because people, the song Age of Aquarius, a lot of people thought the Age of Aquarius was in the 60s, but it wasn't. But because it was a hippie age, and Aquarians are the modern hippies and colorful and loving and just good times and good vibes, people thought that was the Age of Aquarius, and it's no.
Yeah. We're here now for the next 2,000 years. So use the energy, use the positivity, use the rebirth and reconstruction to just...
Unless it was the Mandela effect and there was a time warp and it really was the Age of Aquarius and we just did some quantum leaps.
Yeah, the cosmos are just interacting with us right now, and we're working with them.
We're going to pass you the Buddha.
Oh, Buddha! Buddha. All right, what do you have there? I love golden hour. It's actually my golden age birthday or golden birthday this year.
Golden birthday this year. 24 on the 24th.
Yeah.
She's born on Christmas Eve, guys.
I'm super
excited. The best present ever.
Yes, I'm super excited. I want to travel, but we'll
next holidays on the day after Valentine's Day, minutes after.
Oh, Valentine's! What is dating like in 2021?
Anyone want to chime in on that? Are we dating in 2021? I'm just
dating. Okay, we'll talk individually.
Yeah, let's talk.
So dating for me is heavy on commitment.
Right? If you don't have your priorities straight now. One.
Exactly. And just, I don't know, if you know your person, you date them, you go on dates, you guys enjoy you guys' presence of each other, but if you're getting to know new people, it's just an overall experience of openness. And then 2021, things have been, or starting from 2022, it's been very closed in. So
2020. Going into 2020.
Okay. I got you. So 2022 is actually very diplomatic and partnerships. That's what twos mean. So maybe a lot of people will be opening more into their relationships or their love life in 2022. So maybe that's why it came out that way. Yeah. But in 2021, things are a little less stress-free from 2022. So it's just figuring things out on a deeper level. But also being
less stressful.
Yeah, but also being open-minded to things, and experiences.
I'm gonna touch on that.
Please do.
So I feel like if you don't have your priorities straight as your own individual self, you shouldn't be in a relationship. You also shouldn't jump into anything. I'm like only wanting someone in my space, and that goes for like all types of relationships. But definitely a romantic dating relationship. Like, I'm here to build. Like, we can have fun and go on dates, so dating is fine. But if you keep talking about getting serious, it has to be, like, flowing. You know? Like, I understand not everything in life is easy.
Yep.
But just so many things have been so hard that there's really no reason to fight what's not meant to be, because we might be trapping ourselves in cycles that were only meant for a moment in time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or stop fighting what is meant to be, because we're so used to fighting what's not meant.
Well, that might be my problem also.
Same here. That's why I'm like, commitment, figuring out what you want to be committed to.
Yeah.
Well, what is dating like in 2021? I think that dating, people have probably not been dating in 2020 if you've been following social distancing. But,
Or more. Go to your neighbor's house. Go down the road.
peek in the window.
Yeah. Hey, can't live like this forever.
No, but dating in 2021. I mean,
A lot of babies coming right now.
there's a lot of
pregnant people.
A lot of pregnant people. I noticed that a lot in Singapore. There was a lot of families about to form.
Yeah.
But I think dating in 2021 can be.
It's still early. It's only March.
It's very early, and it's also what you make of it, right? So it's like, what do you feel in this year that you didn't feel last year? Like, what can you do differently now? I think that's what a lot of 2021 is about. What can you do differently?
Yeah.
So, I think just to
Everything else is heavy. Can dating just be light? You know? Why does that always have to be the heavy thing? Like, can't you be the bonus in my life?
It's supposed to make it easier. It's supposed to make everything else easier.
Yeah, I
right?
don't expect you to be
It's not supposed
perfect,
to be
but just
work.
respect my craft and I'll respect.
Yeah, it's supposed to happen naturally. So
Yeah.
I think I'm
Totally.
a big believer in nature. So
And the Aquarius golden age kind of just allows us to be free with people and different ethnicities or environments.
Yeah.
It's just like you said, humanitarian. Like, okay, just opening up our free and emotional, but also like creative side.
I love how we keep jumping back to this, by the way.
No, so it allows
for
us.
it.
Hopefully, supposedly it's supposed to help us open up and connect more and unify more. So hopefully in 2021, 2022 and on, we'll just open
Yeah.
us
You'll
up
be
to-
finding your tribe.
Exactly.
I'm definitely connecting, like, honestly,
Yes.
with the people I'm supposed to be connecting with more. Like, I know it and I feel like I've let go of so much.
That's
Who
amazing.
has Buddha?
I haven't picked in a while.
Okay.
I'll just think of my turn.
I think it is. You're probably right.
Time.
That was meant for you to pick.
Time. What does time mean?
Time is
How do you
of the
interpret
essence.
time?
Wow.
My mom used to always say to me, I don't know why, time is a frame of mind. She just used to always say it to me.
Time
like,
is a frame of mind.
my darling, time is a frame of mind. Oh, sweetheart, time is a frame of mind.
Time is a frame of mind. And
She
that's
said
not
it's
one I've heard
human.
before.
I feel that.
Which is how you interpret that too, I guess. But I took it as, you know, we put so much pressure on ourselves. Like we could have all the time in the world.
Yeah.
If you look at it like that.
If you look at it like that, it's all about how you look at it. It's a frame of mind.
Or you never have enough time, which is how I'm trying to shift to that other mindset. Because I'm always like, I just don't have time for this. I need to stop speaking it into existence, because then I always, no matter how early I get up, no matter how much I prepare the night before, like something. But then I'm like, it's protecting me from being, late. Or this was my time. Like I was like, I should have started my channel years ago. I should have. No, it was in its
this is the time.
timing.
Yeah. Appreciate
These
the
people
current
with this-
time. I think time.
Appreciate time.
Time means.
Time does heal.
Yeah, you have to be present in time, right? I think that's what matters the most with time.
Yeah.
No matter how you interpret time, be present in the time.
Be present in the moment.
Yeah.
A lot of I'm working on
Yeah.
doing that by myself. Like a lot of us don't know how to just be in the moment. They're always living in the past or like working for the future. Like it is in the now.
Yeah. Definitely.
Alright, bonus 2. Oh, we'll do mine and yours will be called the bonus.
Okay.
Feminine energy.
Woo. A lot of that today. A lot of that today.
Wow.
Yes. Feminine energy.
So all the feminine warriors out there.
Hell yeah.
Touche.
More life loves.
So, I know what I want to say.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the masculine. Even though it says feminine energy. We all have both masculine and feminine energies in us.
Yep.
And men, for some reason, I don't know if it's a childhood thing, I don't know if it's something as mothers that, you know, we do, and I'm taking it on as a whole collective. I don't really have a son, but or even a daughter, masculine energies. I definitely have both. I mean, I did some readings and said I chose to be a female more and more and more, but that's going really deep. But I just feel like it doesn't make you girly. Feminine energy to me is the definition of strength. You know, when you think of what a woman does and a woman goes through, you know, especially in today's world, we work, we raise children, we drive, we pay bills, we are symbols, we keep up an image, you know, we instill, like, I always used to make this joke, like, my daughter stays alive, but like, we instill morals and values, you know, and men are they shun away from emotions, or they get to feel so much of them and we don't. And I feel like it has to do a lot with that energy, you know, and it's like, to me, women really is the embodiment of strength, but men think that they have to be this embodiment of strength. And it's like, it's okay to break down. It's okay to want something out of life and not follow the status quo. And for some reason, feminine energy has come up so much in the age of Aquarius. And feminine, we're really stepping into it. It's no more being shut down, can't vote, can't work, can't be part of a team. It's unification of the two. And I think something magical is really happening that's bigger than we might even grasp as yet, but I think we're going to in this next decade. Yeah. Who else has something on that? It's a big one.
Yeah.
I think we all should kind of tap in, because we're all feminine and females here in our own ways. Like Megan said, we all have masculine and feminine energies.
Some more than others, you know.
And that's kind of our life, and that's
But
how
we are
we balance.
one.
But we are one.
We are one. I think that's also something I've been realizing lately, that the way I see the world, or the way some people see the world, is to see everyone as one, and to see everyone as fulfilling some kind of purpose and fulfilling their life. You know, everybody's trying to having the same goals, trying to do good, you know, trying to have good for themselves.
For the greater good.
We have to realize that everyone is one, and everyone is doing the same thing and doing their best. And
even when people like are evil, like I'm like, they just need love. Like they probably want to do good, but they just don't even know how.
If you see it that way, then it'll manifest that way.
Help them be good.
Exactly.
Don't judge them for not being you, or you living up to a standard.
Yeah.
Do you have something to say? Anybody else?
We have another feminine man.
Yes. As somebody who's always been called a tomboy, and like whole life I've always gotten along with boys, and just like I think
Cheers to that.
you know, like feminine is not like you put it in a box. Like I feel like it's really important to have a little bit of both and balance that out and be able to see both sides of things, because feminine manifests in a lot of different ways. And you just have to like.
So immediately when I was open, it was like, I want to talk about the masculine. It goes hand.
Because the opposite makes the opposite like shine too. So it's like we make the men shine and men make us shine. So like
where's
we have
the balance?
to like
Right? Balance really is the.
I feel overall balanced right now.
Yeah.
I do. I like our conversations. I do.
All right. So this is just random. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's an earring in my foot.
What the fuck?
Oh no, we might have to pull one more after this. I don't want this to be our last one.
Okay, we'll do a bonus.
Okay, bonus.
I don't know what it was, but it's something in my foot.
COVID. COVID-19.
That would be a way to end it.
What?
Shit is real.
Okay, it is real.
Yeah, as much as we don't, as much as we don't want it to be real, it's so real. And there's people and families going through it beyond others' understanding. And it's just like, it ties in deeper, obviously. But, we all have a meaning here. We all have a purpose here. And I feel like COVID is kind of just opening us up to, like, what is right within us? What is, something that gives us an overall balance even through COVID giving somewhat of a chaos or a fear mindset or of a burden, and it's like for the people who are lighthearted and outgoing and who are like, no, I want to move past that. I want to move beyond that, especially the ones who love to travel. And I feel like all of us here love to travel. So it's like just understanding that there has been so many times that we've had diseases or flus, viruses, you know what I mean? And for all we know, COVID could have been here a long time ago, and they've been trying to work on creating
Coronavirus.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. This shit is real.
Coronavirus.
It's real. And Cardi B says it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
She's the hype. And it's like, they make COVID hype, but
Man.
it's like up to you to decide if you're going to make it hype or you're going to make your own balance and your own life hype. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your opinion.
Yes.
Tell us what you
Honestly,
think.
there's so much we don't know. I've said it before and I'm going to keep saying it.
Life is part of the unknown.
Yeah, like every time I learn something, I realize or learn how little I do know. So what I'm going to say is that COVID-19 is an opportunity for a lot of people. And the number one word that I think of when I think of COVID-19 is fearless, because a lot of people are living in fear. But if you're going to live your whole life like that, you could get in a car accident tomorrow. You could die from I know more people in my hometown here in the Virgin Islands who have died from gunshots. Like we've lost 20-something people in the whole Virgin Islands, all 4 and the Keys.
Right.
And those people, most of them already had underlying illnesses. And I'm not going to say it's real or it's not real. I'm not a doctor. I have known people who have died. I also believe that we live in a world of media and marketing, and you really have to shut it out sometimes and go within and question yourself and stop listening. Well, they're a doctor. Well, that person's family died. Just shh.
Yes.
What is this telling you? Not like COVID-19 is a gift in a lot of ways. Because a lot of people were forced out of very difficult situations to start something new.
Yeah.
And that's the ghost. That's COVID-19 speaking.
Next conversation.
So,
Yeah.
I will pass the torch, whatever you have to say about COVID-19.
COVID-19, that's what I have to say. No, not even there.
Bye-bye!
Out of the fire, right? Okay.
Right?
I mean, I wanted to, but...
I have one last thing to say about it. I was actually on the beach with someone today and was just like, we live on a small island right now, actually, and I've only lived here a short period of time, but for the people who lived here, it's like, we're so used to tourists and just all our financial and business and creativity, like what keeps us living is already kind of given to us or comes to us. So now it kind of gives us a chance to go within and be creative. Like C for COVID, but C for creative.
Yeah.
Like find yourself and find your way out and give yourself a loophole even through what the media or whatever tells you.
There's 10,000 conspiracy theories right now about what's going on in the world, and so much has come to light. 2020 vision.
Yeah.
And we're not saying any are wrong or right here. I just want to, we can. That could be another video. But for now,
In reality, what's right? What's wrong?
Who's the judge?
We know our intuition, but at the end of the day, what's the laws? What's the true laws?
What's the truth?
What's the truth?
Truth Seeker, Age of Aquarius.
All right, bonus.
The bonus, the last one. Who's gonna pick it? Should we all pick it?
Yeah.
How do we do that?
I know, right?
We'll put our.
Let's all put one and take it out and say what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll make it a topic together.
Ready, second.
God, the creator. What do you think of God?
Oh, abuse.
I got consciousness. All right. Okay.
God, creator.
Okay.
God
So-
is source.
Consciousness.
God is source.
Abuse.
Consciousness is us co-creating from source.
When you die, where does your consciousness go?
That's what I don't know yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've
So-
been thinking a lot about that.
I said this in a recent interview. You know, I've always had dreams of when my parents passed away. And they just came to me and they're like, but you're dead, how are you here? And it was so real. And they're like, I could never die. But it's the same thing. And they passed away at different times. So anyone who's watched my videos or just knows me might know that. But I kind of feel like these are supposed to go together because God, we talked to Rastas, the highest high, praise the highest high, right? And the lowest low is abuse, neglect, feeling empty and hurting people, right? And the opposite of that to me of abuse is godliness. I want to be my highest self. I want to be my godly God,
Right.
Yep.
right?
Yes.
And how do you do that? You do that with consciousness. You consciously make a choice.
Yes.
Do I want to be this evil, abusive? Do I want to allow myself to be abused? Because that's abuse in itself. Because self-love, right? I'm going on a tangent here.
No,
But these three,
This is it.
serious.
we're meant to be together because
Definitely.
whatever you think of God, whoever, how many ever, wherever, all encompassing all of us, one person.
I love that
and,
word,
yeah,
encompass.
your highest high is the word I like to say, whatever that is, whoever, whatever name you use for that. There's no wrong or right here. And abuse, I think of like evil energy, devil energy. I recently watched the show Lucifer, and it was like,
Dude.
he went through abuse with his father. His father cast him into hell, so he felt unloved because he was being bad and it was punishment. We all have issues and trauma, which brings back to the movement, and we can consciously choose to heal that
Yes.
and change that.
Absolutely.
It's about being conscious.
What a way to end this.
Look at that.
Absolutely.
What a note.
Please consciously heal yourself if you can.
Yeah.
Ooh,
If you can, you know, don't
Live
abuse yourself from past traumas or cycles, or don't fall into the cycles, but consciously be aware of them and know how to move forward and just connect to your higher self.
And be intentional with your movements.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Allison, anything on that?
And authentic.
Be
Yeah.
authentic.
Be authentic.
Be authentic.
That's what we always-
Authenticity.
Yes.
That's our motto, I think.
I don't think I could ask for a better first group of warrior conversation with strong warriors. Thank all of you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
This was
You
amazing.
guys need to see the people and hear from the other side of the camera.
Yep.
We took a quick pause and you guys don't even know it. But there were a few topics and we have so many things we could talk about and we're going to bring them back up and talk about them in more videos. But for now, what do we have to tell them to do, guys? They have to subscribe.
Yes. Subscribe,
Stay
like,
connected.
comments, do it
Why
all.
would you miss this
Share.
information? We're hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
Like, just stay connected.
Funny.
with-
And like the video. And above all, if you don't want to subscribe and if you don't want to like it, fine, but just share it. Share it because it may not be for you, but it might be for somebody else.
Yeah.
And spread love and be kind.
Spread love.
Yeah. We love you.
and
if
the
no one's told you
beach.
today. And the art.
And the arts. Yes.
Thank you for joining this episode of Warrior Conversations on Moment with Island Sweetheart. Bye.